1 HP in a dream, baby. Undefeated today, guys. That's what I'm talking about. No losses. Hey, what's up, guys? It's SirTagCR, and today we're back again with the best HOG freeze deck in Clash Royale. Freeze is an off-meta, underrated card in the meta right now, and no one ever expects it. When you defend with minions, throw a HOG in front of it, and lay down a freeze, a lot of times your opponent will be completely caught off guard, and you'll take their tower. And on defense, when you freeze with a mini P.E.K.K.A, you can shut down any push. This is one of the best HOG cycle decks in the meta right now because no one expects the freeze, and it just gives you so much value. So let's go jump straight into some games and assert some dominance with this insane HOG freeze deck. And if you're not already, you can support me by using creator code SirTag. By using creator code SirTag in any Supercell game, I get a percentage of all money spent at no extra cost to you. It supports the channel, it allows me to spend more time on videos, and I really appreciate it. We got a game here. We're gonna sauce out a good luck, and we're gonna rush right in with a HOG Rider. This guy is just spamming emotes and too concentrated on emotes to spam his cards. He's gonna log and mini P.E.K.K.A to counter that HOG Rider, so that's a 6 elixir investment for a simple 4. So really good for us. I just want to let our mini P.E.K.K.A do its thing. Unfortunately, we're going to trade evenly here. I want to save my goblins and have some type of protection for our princess. If we drop that and he has minor, I don't want to mess around with that. I'm going to go for a princess in the opposite lane of the Magic Archer. I really hope I can get back to mini P.E.K.K.A here. We'll see if he minors. Usually people that have Magic Archer have minor, but yeah, there it is. I'm going to go for an Ice Golem. Have that tanking for the Magic Archer. The Magic Archer is only going to get 1 hit on our tower, I believe. No, it doesn't even get 1. Feels good, man. I wonder if the Ice Golem was going to go into alignment. It didn't happen for him. So we can freeze this since we have the minions alive. We will be able to kill the mini P.E.K.K.A. And the HOG Rider gets like 3 hits on a tower. So that's really, really good for me. And then the Ice Golem's tanky, so then the minions get even more damage. So if your opponent defends with the mini P.E.K.K.A. and you have minions counter pushing, it is so worth it to freeze because you're going to be able to kill whatever they defend with and the HOG Rider gets more damage. So it's essentially like using it on defense at the same time because you need to defend against the mini P.E.K.K.A that's counter pushing, but it's an expedited defense and it also gives you tower damage at the same time. So we are doing 2 things at once, man. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone, as they say, as the adage goes. I wonder, oh wow. Okay, so we have to mini P.E.K.K.A off to the side. He's gonna log so we can go for goblins. And if I zap, we should be able to destroy the bats and have a great counter push in both lanes. So if you defend and have a mini P.E.K.K.A counter pushing in one lane, you always want to go for the HOG Rider on the other side. So then look at this. He can't defend this. He can't. You can't do that, sir. You're not allowed to go for a mini P.E.K.K.A and defend the HOG Rider because then you have to defend against the other mini P.E.K.K.A. So really, really fun to do that. That is one of my favorite plays. So you guys just saw 2 of my favorite pushes with this deck. The mini P.E.K.K.A, a counter push in the opposite lane of where your HOG Rider is. And then also the minions plus HOG Rider push that we did earlier. That is also really, really good. So I need to freeze that just so the Magic Archer retargets on top of the Ice Golem because the Magic Archer was locked onto our tower. So then we would have suffered really heavy casualties there, guys. I'm not about that life at all. It's probably, okay, he's just going to log again. I guess we'll go for mini P.E.K.K.A to deny all damage. Also, our timings against the Magic Archers have gotten so much better. You guys noticed that, right? We hit it as soon as it crosses the river. So our tower was able to hit the exact same time. The mini P.E.K.K.A one-shots it, but that doesn't really matter. The mini P.E.K.K.A, no matter if we drop it early or late, the mini P.E.K.K.A will still do the same thing to the Magic Archer. It doesn't need the help of the tower to finish it off. GG, well played, and peace out, man. Pleasure playing against you. We get a clean 2-0 victory against Giant Miner mini P.E.K.K.A. That's not an easy matchup to beat, but man, we crushed him. That felt real good. Pleasure playing against you. Let's move on to the next game and let's keep asserting dominance. So we're 5-0. Let's keep up the streak. No! I never beat this guy. He is insanely good at the game. When I sauce out a princess and I see what's up, he is constantly playing grand challenges. I love him, but I never beat him. So we'll see if we can change that today. I think I've lost him like more than 10 times already. All right, what do we want to do? Maybe HOG Rider in the left-hand lane. He's probably going to have Tornado, though. That's what I'm thinking. I'm expecting him to have Tornado, but he's going to have HOG Rider counters with Hunter. Oh, that's interesting. Good thing I didn't decide to go for a freeze or anything crazy. That would have been really bad. I think our best bet is just to go in for a zap and save our minions because, yeah, he's got Balloon. If I dropped my minions anywhere earlier, I think we would just lost. He's definitely going to have Tornado with this. There's no way he doesn't. He's got Hunter and Electro Wizard and probably like Magic Archer as well, if I remember this deck correctly. I think he's got Tornado and Hunter, so this is not going to be an easy matchup. He could not have Tornado, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm just going to go Princess in the back, make sure that we're able to snipe the Miner with that. And I don't think he has a big spell. He might go for Magic Archer right down the middle, so it might be worth it to just go for a Mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, he goes opposite. We can go Hog Rider with Ice Golem here. And that is going to allow us to get some type of value. That's at least going to be a couple hits here. I just want to eat the Magic Archer, I think. So then I can defend against other stuff. Nope, not allowed. I have to Mini P.E.K.K.A. And I have to eat the Hunter, it looks like. So as long as we're able to go for minions here, we should be able to shut down the balloon without any damage on our tower. The Mini P.E.K.K.A. will still give us counter push, and we got a lot of damage with the Hog Rider on the other side. So this is not going super bad for us, actually. I'm feeling pretty good about this right now. We can just go for a Hog Rider push at the end of the game, freeze, and walk away with a W in the last few seconds. He definitely doesn't have freeze, but his Magic Archers have not been cycled aggressively at all, interestingly enough. So we can go in for Princess in the other side, so he's not able to snipe it with a spell or Magic Archer in the lane that he wants. You know what? We're going balls to the walls. We're going to go for Mini P.E.K.K.A. and since it's double elixir, I can go for a freeze on top of the Hunter if I need to. I think this will give us more value. If I'm able to go in for a freeze here, keep the Mini P.E.K.K.A. alive, then that's really, really good. Obviously, it's going to be difficult to defend, but I want to just make sure that the Magic Archer locks onto our tower first, so then it's not able to pierce through and hit the minions. Because if it hits the minions, I don't think we can actually defend. I'm going to go for another Hog Rider here. We can zap to go and kill the Magic Archer, and then have the Hog Rider get more damage. So if we keep the Princesses alive, we're in a good spot. He's going to Miner, so we want to go for Goblins here. And we need to go for minions as soon as he goes in. Yep, we're going for minions and Mini P.E.K.K.A. on top of the Miner. So if we can stop that from getting a connection or getting death damage, we will win the game. But, oh, it's getting so close. I think that's enough, dude. I think he's probably got it. I don't know, though. We're going to have to go for a freeze. Guys, can we make magic happen, please? Please let me win in this game with the Hog Rider. It'll be my first ever win against him. 1 HP in a dream, baby. Let's go. So I never beat him. Very glad that I finally won. We're keeping up the streak, 6-0 now. And yeah, this guy is insanely good at the game. I don't know how I lose to him like every single time I play Grand Challenges, but I have lost to him more than 10 times. So very glad to beat one of the best players in the entire world. He always seems to beat me. We're going to sauce out a Hog Rider and open up the game with that. This guy is going to give us some love and a Mini P.E.K.K.A. Unfortunate, man. So, way I have to play against this is maybe just going for an Ice Golem Kite to the opposite lane. I think that's going to be our best play. Going for minions. I don't want to let my Mini P.E.K.K.A. die, so I think it's going to be better than doing that. If he gets a Mini P.E.K.K.A. hit on our Mini P.E.K.K.A., then our Mini P.E.K.K.A. counter push is useless, right? So, it's a little bit better to play it that way. I think Ice Golem Kiting, preserving our Mini P.E.K.K.A. HP, and potentially getting a hit on the Musketeer was worth it, because we baited out bats from our opponent then. I can go for Goblins and Hog Rider maybe, and outcycle his Mini P.E.K.K.A. So I think that's worth it. I think one Gary the Goblin, he doesn't survive. I was hoping he would, but we did outcycle the Mini P.E.K.K.A. So now we get at least one hit, maybe two. Oh, that was so worth it. Let's go, boys. So at this point, we're down enough elixir that I can't go in for the Ice Golem Kite to the opposite lane. It was a really good decision earlier, but not when I needed to save the Ice Golem to kite the Dark Princess now. So, well played on his end. I really hope he doesn't battle ram me, because I'll have to do some crazy shenanigans. Super good Musketeer as well. I could just let that... I was thinking of freezing and dropping minions, but I think that was just too much elixir if I committed to it. I'll eat the Dark Princess and then Goblins right on top of the Muskie and finish it off that way. So that was way better, doing what I did, opposed to dropping freeze and minions and then having the minions die. Whoa! This man's got Sparky in the house! What is this insanity? I hope he goes in for like a Mini P.E.K.K.A. I really want to see a Mini P.E.K.K.A. here. He's going to zap. Okay, so he spent enough elixir. That's enough elixir for me to be comfortable. I should be able to freeze here. Or go... Yeah, I'm definitely freezing. What am I talking about? As soon as the Mini P.E.K.K.A. dies, and then I can get a zap off. No, I don't even need to zap it. This is going to die completely to our Mini P.E.K.K.A. Dark Prince is going to have a shield, so it's going to be able to obliterate our Mini P.E.K.K.A., but it's okay. That shield is so annoying. So, the way I want to play this is just wait for a Sparky, going for the Ice Golem here, and then go opposite lane of the Sparky no matter where he drops it. Because we're not committed to one particular lane right now at all. Okay, really, really good for us. Let's go. Let's go crazy. Let's go hard in the paint, boys. So we're going to go in for Mini P.E.K.K.A. We're going to go in for our Hog Rider. And we're going to get away with a Zap here and then Ice Golem. So then we still have enough elixir for the Goblins after. So I'm going to go Ice Golem. Then I'm going to go for a Goblin Surround. And we defend the Sparky for a nice elixir trade and kill his entire tower on the left-hand side. It's really hard to concentrate and figure out what's happening on both sides and have the map awareness to do that. But I'm glad that we were able to take the tower on the left and also distract the Sparky. Notice how I didn't freeze immediately because I knew that I could defend for 4 elixir opposed to dropping all of my elixir there. So let's say I dropped the freeze. I would have had to spend more elixir, but since I dropped Ice Golem, I was able to get back to goblins, and that was all I needed. GG, well played, and peace out, man. We're going undefeated here, baby. Let's see if we can keep it up. We are currently 7-0, and we're winning games at like 1 HP and getting some decent matchups against Sparky, and it feels so good, man. All right, we're going to sauce out a good luck, and we're going to see what's up. Unfortunately, we don't have Hog Rider in our starting hand. I feel like that's the first time he's going to go for a Hog Rider. So we're going to go for Mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A. will be able to counter it, and we'll be able to go for a Hog Rider in the opposite lane and apply dual lane aggression. That's one of my favorite plays to do. So he's going to have Mini P.E.K.K.A. and log, and then the Mini P.E.K.K.A. might break through. We're going to zap a Reno. Let's go, baby. The Hog Rider Mini P.E.K.K.A. push. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I did get a hit. I was like, oh, no, he got it body blocking. Ice Golem too thick. And then reality sunk in that it was actually going to get a hit, and it felt so good, man. I have to freeze here. Otherwise, I think he's able to zap and then maybe kill our goblins. So for 6 elixir, we get goblins counter pushing, and he drops 6 elixirs, so it's worth it. Like, we get damage on his tower, so it was an even trade, and we get damage. We'll take it. Deny his win condition potential, too. So it seems like he's really aggressive. If he's really aggressive, I just want to play defensive. I don't want to Hog Rider right into a Mini P.E.K.K.A. So I'm going to go Princess instead. He's going to have Log. Okay. Maybe I can go Ice Golem with a Hog Rider. And since he used Log, I think this could be okay. No, it's just going to be right into Firecracker. That's a Ripperino. Alright, we're just going to cycle Ice Golem passively here. We're going to have to freeze on defense, I think. Depending on what he does. Oh, definitely freezing on defense if you want to cycle all that. That's crazy. Activate King Tower and just have a superb defensive capability. That is what we're talking about, guys. Have you seen a better interaction than that one? I really haven't. Dude, he's dropping a Hog Rider in the back. He's like, what do I do? I have to cycle and kite units to the opposite lane. Oh, I guess that wasn't a bad play because he's able to get damage here, and he's going to... Okay. I was memeing on the Hog Rider in the back. It was a really good play. But, man, I think we played that so well on defense there. That freeze was the best value I've had in a fat minute. We can zap, and then it doesn't get a hit, and it dies. I lied to you. The skeleton blocked it. The little Larry that could. So we need to go in for a freeze here so he doesn't get a Hog Rider hit, and then we stop the bats from killing our Mini P.E.K.K.A. So then he has to drop some other cards to finish it off. Dude, he's got Rocket, so I can't eat any damage from him. Usually they have Rocket. They could have Earthquake. I mean... Yeah, this is one of those things. With Log, usually it's going to be Rocket. Okay, it's Earthquake. We can just go in for a spicy zap there. And I think we're fine, guys. I think we're hardcore chilling. Oh, the Prince is going to get one shot. The Firecracker! What was he doing? He was making the most weird movement I've ever seen in my life. That was hysterical. So we can Ice Golem and kite to the opposite lane. The minions just die, but he's going to drop Skeletons so we can preemptively zap them. That was super obvious because he wanted to distract the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and that was the only card he had. And we're just going to go freeze on top of the bats and on top of the Hog Rider. And then not drop goblins because they could get logged. Go in for goblins right on top of his Firecracker. And walk away with an easy W, boys. Let's get it. GG, well played, and peace out. Undefeated today, guys. That's what I'm talking about. No losses. 0 losses, as OJ would say. And it feels so good. I'm going to go for a Hog Rider to open up this game, and we're going to see what's up. This guy is probably going to defend with like a... Okay, I was going to say either a building or a Mini P.E.K.K.A., but he's got the Big Mama P.E.K.K.A. I was just wrong. My intuition failed me. The next evolution, his Pokemon evolved to the P.E.K.K.A. So, this is uncomfortable for sure. I want to go in for Mini P.E.K.K.A. and then I want to go in for Goblins. The reason I go in for the Mini P.E.K.K.A. is I want to snipe the Magic Archer, and the reason I go in for the Goblins is because the Big Mama P.E.K.K.A. was going to go have some cannibalism and indulge on the Mini P.E.K.K.A. And we can't let that happen. So what we decided to do was we're protecting our kin. We're protecting our Mini P.E.K.K.A. and distracting it from the Big Mama Bear. And P.E.K.K.A. did not get a little indulgence in cannibalism there. She has to save that for next time. Very important to distract the P.E.K.K.A. so she doesn't get on top of whatever damage dealer you have, so you're actually able to eliminate whatever your opponent throws at you. I can't support this. I have to just go opposite lane here. And he's going to go in for a poison. Really aggressive play. I hope that I can get away with minions. Might go undercover. Yeah, it does go undercover. Go for goblins now to be able to stop that extra hit.
Get a little bit more spam. I don't want to freeze. I mean, I do want to freeze, but at the same time, I don't, because I think that it would just be too much elixir for me to spend right now. I want a mini P.E.K.K.A on this, so I can just destroy the... Oh. Yeah, I think I'm still going to mini P.E.K.K.A. And then I Ice Golem on top of the Battle Ram Barbarians, because they never reached the Princess then. I think that was infinitely better. So the mini P.E.K.K.A is going to be able to kill Electro, too. That was really good for us. Oh my gosh! Mini P.E.K.K.A got a hit, baby! That's what I'm talking about. So we're up actually a lot. I don't want to spam him too hard with a Hog Rider, and then I have to defend against a P.E.K.K.A and defend against a Royal Ghost at the same time. He's going to poison, so that's way too much elixir for him. I'm going to eat that, and I'm going to go in for minions and Hog Rider. I think if he goes in for Electro, we just freeze, and we take the tower. Actually, I don't need to. We're just going to take the tower straight up. Let's go, baby. So it's really important to judge when your opponent goes way too aggressive, and in that situation, he went balls to the walls. He went hard in the paint. He decided to go for the poison. I went for the Hog Rider at that point, not when he could have went in for a P.E.K.K.A and had dual lane aggression on me. That would have been miserable. So we just want to go and pull that back if possible, get a better card cycle. I don't really want to do anything besides defend anyway, so if we can get him to spam more cards, go in for a mini P.E.K.K.A to pull back the P.E.K.K.A, kill the Electro Wizard, and just ruin his day, we're A-okay. As long as he doesn't get a Battle Ram through, we're fine. So the way I want to play this is I want to wait for the Magic Archer to connect to our tower. Then we go in for our Goblins off to the side, and then we freeze. So then the Magic Archer is not able to break through. The Magic Archer is getting targeted because the Battle Ram explodes, so then it targets the next closest thing. It's like the Golem explosion. When the Battle Ram explodes, it's going to target the next closest thing to your tower, not the Barbarians. So it targeted the Magic Archer, and we were able to finish off all his units easily.